Hello and welcome to another episode of Focus on Tomorrow. I'm your host DJ, and I would like to remind you that Focus on Tomorrow is a non-profit located in Chicago, Illinois. You can find us on the web at www.focus-on-tomorrow.org, or you can email us at info@focus-on-tomorrow.org. Thank you for tuning in. Again, I'm DJ, and I'm here with my guest, Uriel. Uriel, how are you doing?
I'm good, DJ, man. How are you?
I'm good. So today we're going to be talking about social media and videography.
Cool.
I would like to start off with my first questions. Uriel, why don't you start by telling us a little bit about what you do?
So what I do is I do some freelancing on the side prior to my other job, which is a nonprofit that I work with, which is Focus on Tomorrow. And we come up with all kinds of cool content and cool ideas for kids to create and to express themselves, through videography and through anything in the film industry.
All right. How long have you been shooting video?
I've been shooting videos for quite some time now. Since my high school years, I want to say like my sophomore year of high school. So I'm 21 now, so I've been doing it for quite a while, since I was like, 14 to 16 years old. I started doing it, so not too bad. I mean, still got a lot more to learn, and it's fun. I mean, I can't complain. It's a good little career to have. All Definitely.
Right. What made you first pick up a camera?
I think what made me first pick up a camera is just really being, surrounded by the social media. Having the fact that you've been watching TV all my life, been playing video games. I've been, looking at music videos and YouTube videos, and I liked it. So growing up, I always wanted to be around the big camera, lights and actions, but I wanted to be more of the talent, So growing up, I really wanted to be like a basketball player, but no, I couldn't be a basketball player. I just decided to do, the broadcasting side of it. So I decided I wanted to be a sports broadcaster, but then as I did that, I just got way more into film, and yeah, I think it went out from there. Really, sports really started it off, though. Really, I think, definitely sports is what really brought my ideas to, film and video. But then you also had food, music, and all kinds of other things.
What did you do with food?
Well, food, it was really interesting, because I like food so much, I was always hooked on, cooking shows. But, I was into cooking shows, but not like your ordinary cooking shows. I was really into cooking shows where you actually go out there and you actually experience the type of restaurants out there, and you experience the type of food and the culture and the vibes that they do and what makes them so popular, other than just being in the kitchen and actually just cooking something. So I was watching a couple of shows like Diners, Drivers, and Dives with Guy Fieri. I was watching Man vs. Food. All these crazy cool little diner dash pilots that they showed, and doing that, I just took that kind of knowledge and took that kind of food skills, and I just tagged it along to all my high school work. So one of the projects we did for high school, we had to do a how-to video. So with that how-to video, it was basically showing everyone how to do something. How to make a sandwich, how to tie your shoes, how to do something. So with the creativity that we did is we decided how to do a guacamole. Now, I didn't like a guacamole.
Guacamole?
Guacamole, yeah.
You're not saying guacamole. You're saying waka?
It's a guacamole. So it was a cross between making guacamole, Waka Flocka style, which is the artist who has big dreadlocks. So,
all right, now.
So we switched it up. Yeah. So what we did was we did a how-to video. So like I said, we decided to make a guacamole. So we had someone dressed up as Waka Flocka, the artist, and he was sitting there and he literally gave out a cooking show of how to make guacamole. So literally we had the key ingredients. So you had the cilantro, you had the onions, you had the avocado, you had all that shown, just exactly how you would see in the cooking show. And we improvised that all inside. And we mixed it together, and it turned out really great. A lot of people loved it.
Now, what did doing these cooking shows make you hungry, or?
Yeah, it really did make me hungry. Yeah, of course it made you hungry. But not only that, but I think doing those kind of cooking shows, I think it really brings your creativity, brings your experience of what you like, because food is everything, right? Food is life. I mean, I could eat for days. I could eat for as long as I could possibly think of. So improvising that type of creativity with food is always a good idea. And then even when I started here and Focus on Tomorrow, my first episode was a food show. So, and that was quite an experience.
All right. Why are you so passionate about shooting video?
I'm so passionate about shooting video because I think video is everywhere, man. I mean, look what we're doing now. Videography is everywhere. I think without any kind of cinematography, videography, I mean, the world wouldn't be anywhere, and we wouldn't have as much knowledge as we would have now. And honestly, I love it because I just want to be part of the culture. I want to be part of the movement. I want to be able to inform people in all kinds of crazy ways, and I want to show my talent within this videography. And pretty soon the whole world is already going to be based off on videography already, and pretty soon it's going to be run by it probably, depending on the situation, So the fact that I'm in this field now is just giving me a better opportunity for the future.
Yeah, all right. What's your most favorite video? What's the favorite video that you've made?
The favorite video that I've made was actually my first video that I just did now, because I've just started my own company called Jetman Productions, and the first video I did was basically documentations of my neighborhood in Bryant Park, and I grabbed all kinds of cool shots and cool, different locations within my neighborhood, and I put it all together in a piece, and yeah, I showed it to everybody, and they loved it. I mean, after 2 days, I already had over like 100 views, so it's pretty cool. It's not too bad, you know what I mean? And that's only a start for where I'm going and want to express some more. So I think that video is probably my favorite because, it's where I'm from, it's who I am, and it really shows a lot of emotion in that video. And yeah, it's really good to show it to the world, especially now because, how the city is, all kinds of violence in different neighborhoods and, all kinds of drama. So the fact that I bring this kind of creativity in this video and I show all these kind of cool documentations of people and, people and the culture and the vibes, it just brings out some kind of warmth to people, and it just shows them that, my neighborhood is not just about gangs and shooting, but it's also beautiful, and it's also all kinds of things to look forward to and look at.
All right, and the reason you made this video was because you wanted to show off the brightness of Chicago, or? Yeah,
well, not the brightness of Chicago. I mean, Chicago is always going to be bright. People got to understand that. When it comes to the city, it's beautiful. It's great. It's extravagant. It's very touristy. So people love it, and I love it. And I'm just doing that so I can just show my part of the neighborhood. Where I'm from. And I think by showing that kind of documentation and showing that kind of film and videos, I think it expresses people, and not to be scared of where they're from. I mean, I'm from the Bryant Park neighborhood, and people could be from Inglewood, Pilsen area, a little village, and there's so much beauty in each one of those neighborhoods. And within my neighborhood, I just wanted to show it, and there's still more to show. There's still more to come.
All right. Who's your favorite videographer?
My favorite videographer? There's a lot of my favorite videographers. For me to say I have a favorite though, I'm not too sure right now. If I really want to think about it, I could say my favorite director, probably like my movie director, probably like Quentin Tarantino. You know what I mean? I love him. But as far as like right now, my favorite videographer, I don't know. There's just so much people that I would love to work with and do film for. Within music and food and and dance and all that type of stuff. So I don't really have a favorite, but I think anyone who's willing to express their creativity and anyone who's willing to work with me and, collab with me, I think they're my favorite. No matter what, because there's just so much talent out there. You can't have a favorite no more.
Yeah, but who would you want to work with most?
Who would I want to work with?
It doesn't matter what.
I mean, if I were to say who I want to work with, I would probably say who I want to shoot for. So there's a couple artists I want to shoot with, or I would definitely want to do that.
Yeah,
so if there's like a videographer I would want to shoot with, I don't want to shoot myself. Shoot myself, and whoever wants to work with me will work with me. But for me to say who's my favorite, who I want to work with, I don't have one right now, honestly.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm talking about all forms of videography. There's
YouTube,
exactly,
and that's exactly what I'm saying, TV, man. Because movies, I could tell you who I wanna film with or who I wanna work with, but there's just so many angles to get at stuff nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, I could do a video. I could do a little 3-4 minute video for someone, but nowadays people don't even want to do that no more. People want to see something shorter. You want like a 30-second. You want a 6-second video. So I'm not too sure who I want to work with, who's my favorite, because, I mean, it's a learning process for me still, and, like, if there's an opportunity for me for work with someone and anyone, I'll just do it, because I know for a fact that I'm that skilled, and I know I could provide great quality of work, and the person who wants to work with me will do the same, so great things will happen then.
All right. Do you find the production industry to be profitable?
Of course. I think it's profitable anyway, not just money, but knowledge, man. Knowledge and experience. I think when it comes to production, I think the experience is really the most important key, you know, because, you know, yeah, anyone can get paid for any kind of video, but the fact that you actually go out there, you know, you set up the dates, you set up the meetings, you set up the days of shooting, you put the hours in, and you actually go out there and you shoot is, I think, what makes the job 10 times better, you know, because, I mean, why would you want to sit back on the desk all day and just type on the computer, you know what I mean, or just fill out paperwork, where I could actually just go to different cities and different places around the world and shoot for them, you know what I mean, and do all kinds of cool films and do all kinds of cool commercials, do anything within that criteria, and honestly, I think that's just the best way possible.
All right. You're teaching high school students through Focus on Tomorrow how to shoot and edit video. Mm-hmm. How did you land this job at such a young age?
Well, it's not really, I'm not going to say it's a job right now, you know what I mean? Because honestly, I never see it as a job. When people got to understand, like, you know, doing film and doing any kind of creativity in the arts, you know, it should never be a job, you know what I mean? It should be more just of like opportunity and, you know, a way for you to express yourself. And that's what I really did, because, I started with Focus on Tomorrow myself, just like you. You know, I was a student. I enrolled in it. I was one of the first kids with Will in this program. So being one of the first kids, you know, we actually had the opportunity to stay. So, of course, me and another member of the program, we decided to stay the last couple of years. You know, even though we were done, we could have left. We could have just not even keep going to the internship every Saturdays that we used to have it. And, you know, I could have just gone about my business. But instead, I stood. You know, and me staying, I learned more, and me staying, I saw more kids, and by me staying, I actually had the opportunity to teach people, because, you know, with the experience of me working here and working with kids and coming every weekend and learning the new criteria and the new cameras, I just picked it up, and yeah, it worked really well in my benefit, because I'm really good with people and I could talk right, and that's just the best way to do it. And my example should be for anyone. If you're going to internship anywhere, you should really do your best at it. And just know that if you keep doing this internship, you might have a possibility of actually getting the job. And that's what's really hard about people who don't understand, because, you know, I never got paid for this internship. You know, I never got paid for this. You know, there's really no beneficial, like, you know, money coming in. So it's like kids who do this, they don't want to do it no more because they have no money coming in. You know, they don't see the money, they don't see the dollar signs, they see that the work they put in. But it's not really about that. It's more about, you know, picking up the knowledge and picking up the idea and picking up the experience, especially the experience, because with that, doing this kind of production, doing any kind of production comes great responsibility, and there's a lot of work behind it, not just the film part, but just the setting up and the scheduling and everything else. And I think that's the main thing people got to learn, and especially that's the main thing we teach the kids. And that's what I think was beneficial for me, and why, and I really, really think it's profitable in any kind of way.
All right, have you ever taken a job that you liked more than working with high school students? You know,
taken a job?
Have you ever taken a job where you felt better than when you were teaching these kids that Focus on Tomorrow?
Oh no, man! I think nothing beats teaching other people what you know, because as much as you think you know something, you still learn something from someone. You know what I mean? Like, I think I use this opportunity from working with Focus teaching kids as a learning experience as well. Because not only you're learning, but I'm learning, you know what I mean? And that's just the best part, because with this, it gets me really, really prepared, and it gives me tons of experience for other jobs that I work for. So, I had other jobs working at other places and, you know, other freelancing everywhere else, and that's awesome, but I got to realize that, you know, it's no different than me teaching you guys, because it's all in the same field, and it's all the same, you know what I mean? It's all in the same criteria. So the fact, anywhere that I could go film and shoot something, I'm always happy. Always happy.
Now, as a freelancer, you are doing more than just shooting videography. You're also shooting photography,
yep.
Right?
So when it comes to for the freelancing, I also like to shoot some photography. most of the time it is, because these last few jobs I did with freelancer, you do photography. And, right now, I think it's a good time, especially if you want to freelance, for a person who's trying to do videography on their own. It's always good to do anything, because if you could do any kind of videography, I'm sure you could do any kind of pictures. And that's really good, because people in this world actually need people like us. People gotta understand that there's weddings, there's baptismals, there's graduations, there's quinceañeras, there's sweet 16s, there's all these opportunities that kids could do when they go out there, but they just don't do it. They don't want to do it. And you got to realize, there's actually work going into it, but that's what makes it fun, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is why you do it, right? I mean, you do this for because, that's what you do. You go out there for the experience. You go out there for the culture. You go out there for the vibes. And it's just a lifestyle that people are not really used to, but it's a lifestyle that some people actually love, and I like it.
Yeah, which one do you like better though? Shooting videos or taking pictures?
I think when it comes to those two, I'll take videos, because I'm not really good with stills, man. You got think about pictures with me. It's like so many people are doing pictures now, and it's so easy to look like a professional photographer now, because you have so much things going in social media, right? You have Snapchat, you have Instagram, you have Facebook, you already have all these social medias that are so advanced into their photos that anyone could look like. Anyone could look like a photographer, and that's what's so hard nowadays, And what really gets me too is I'm really it really gets me really antsy is people who do photography. I understand people do photography, but I really kind of dislike the photography we do downtown, of the building structures and all the reflections that we do, everything downtown. Anything that's downtown based, basically, that you have to take buildings of, I just get so annoyed of.
Why?
I don't know, man. Because I understand our buildings and our train lines and everything is beautiful, but it's we live that every day and we understand that. But so many people are doing that now. You know what I mean? So many people are doing that now. So many people are doing these type of photography, this type of photography, and they're thinking, they could probably get somewhere with it. But it's dude, we've been seeing this photography long before Instagram. You know what I mean? I've been seeing it on magazines, postcards, I've been everywhere. And I know my city's beautiful, but a lot of these times, people are scared to shoot within their own source of living or where they live. You know what I mean? I could see the buildings and downtown structures, but it's I don't live down there. You know what I mean? I want to see the beauty that's in our neighborhoods, right? Wouldn't you? Because there's so much more to the city than just the buildings and the train lines. There's so much more, especially if you know Chicago. There's so much more than just that. You know what I mean? So for anybody to just keep shooting that all the time. Yeah, exactly. There's way more portion. Not only that, but all right, you got the architecture and the style, but I think it's just always going to switch it up. You know what I mean? It's always going to switch it up. Especially if you do neighborhood photos. People photography, if you want to do modeling, I guess that could work. But it's I think having your own, I think about Instagram and all this social media, I think it just takes away people's own styles now. Because we just see so much on social media and we just see so much of the same stuff. It's people think it's only right to do that, and by them doing it, they think it's everything, and they are everything, when there's just so much more. And that's why I'm a little iffy about taking architecture photos and stuff. But don't get me wrong, I love it. It's nice. So if you're a good photographer that wants to take pictures of architecture in the building and the train line, go ahead. That's beautiful. I love it. But as far as me personally, I wouldn't want to do it.
So you're more upset with the fact that everybody keeps doing it over the fact that they're taking pictures of buildings.
Yeah. So
it's architecture.
No, of course not. Just the fact that everyone's doing it and everyone's just losing their own kind of style and their own creativity. That's just what gets me wrong, because I want to know more. I want to learn a lot more, and I want to be able to collab with other people and work with these type of people. But they're gonna keep taking pictures of buildings and the same stuff that I see every day when I go to college downtown. You know what I mean? It's not really gonna really interest me. But that's just to each his own. But that's just my idea of that kind of photography within it. So anything in videography, I think I'll take.
All right.
Definitely.
What role would you say social media takes in your daily life, in your job and the focus on
I think when it comes to social media, as much as I hate it, it's just as important as me reading the news every day when I wake up. Just as important as me looking at a message, just as important as me looking at a phone call. That's how much social media is really taking over, because social media is not just about socializing anymore. It's about being updated with the world now.
Yeah.
I know for a fact it's about being updated with the world. If I don't know what's going on or what's the weather or what's the hottest thing right now or what's going on or what's the next TV show coming up today, I will easily go on my social media and I can find it. So it's like I think social media it takes a big toll, like all day basically around my life, and basically from the morning to the daytime I have to look at something to keep me updated, to look forward to. And even when you're bored sometimes you just scroll through it, right? Which is also weird, which is really weird.
Find a funny video or something.
Yeah, exactly. And especially now, like I said, because like videos are so fast now, so I can go through like 8 different videos in like 10 minutes.
But
right there.
But as a freelancer, do you find social media being helpful for people to know
yeah.
who you
oh,
are?
Yeah.
And
Definitely. I think social media could be key for anyone who really puts their mind to it and they want to get around to places and they want to know more things. Social media is where it's at, especially if you're a freelancer, and especially if you have if you're trying to get yourself out there, because social media is a window for you to show your creativity and to show basically your own portfolio without having to send it to them. You know what I mean? It's basically a way of showing your work. So the way you put I think the way you show yourself on social media and the way you hold yourself social and within any kind of social media really shows you as a person now. As much as you don't want to, whatever, you could scroll through someone's Facebook or someone's Instagram or someone's Facebook and you could easily just judge of a person now. As much as you hate it, you know what I mean? That's just the way it works now, and that's just the way it is, and that's just how people get some confused now. Definitely. So yeah, I think that's the way to do it, and that's the way I think it's beneficial for anybody, especially as a freelancer.
All right. So as a freelancer, what advice do you have for young people who are trying to get into the same line of work as you?
Oh man, keep showing your work. You definitely want to keep showing your work. Don't be scared of other people's opinions. You're gonna get calls and you're gonna get fired. You know what I mean? You're gonna forget stuff. You're gonna forget batteries. You're gonna forget chargers. You're gonna forget to shoot something. You're gonna have your focus might not be on your lens as you want to shoot it. All these problems are gonna erupt as being part of this culture and part of this lifestyle of videography. So you got to understand that you're going to have to take those kind of blows, and you should know that you shouldn't be scared to express any kind of creativity you have, and just know that whatever work you put out there, people are watching. Doesn't matter if you got 1,000 views or 1 view, someone's watching your video out there, because once it's out there and you can't take it back. And have confidence in yourself, and definitely contact people. If you want to work with people, definitely get their email, show them your work, send them your work, tell them you want to work with them, tell them how much you adore their work, tell them there's an opportunity coming up. Not only that, but there's so much opportunity for you to do your own freelancing, not just by getting hired, but think about it. We live in a city, right, of Chicago.
Yeah.
There's so many festivals. There's so many other nonprofits out there. There's so many all kinds of cool activities they do around the city that you can actually go up there and film. You know what I mean? There's so many. So the fact that you say, oh, I can't be a freelancer, I can't get hired, then that's just BS, because there's so much stuff out there that you could literally shoot. Literally, you could just go out there and shoot anything. So the best advice is go out there and film. Go out there and film. I don't care what people tell you. Film something. You want to film something. Photograph something. And always find something to do and always find something to film and put it together and enjoy it. Love it. It's your work. It's your creativity. And
right.
Yeah.
What's the biggest obstacle you've ever faced?
Biggest obstacle I ever faced is tons of it, man. I mean,
in your field of work, though.
In my field of work, I mean, the biggest obstacle always is just getting the work done on time, being on time. I mean, it's still a learning process. I mean, for me especially, because I'm not one to say that I've been freelancing for a while, but there's a lot of obstacles when it comes to this. For me to say just one main one, no, because there's always an obstacle every time that I do any kind of film, whether it comes from scheduling, whether it comes from, filming it, whether it comes from editing it. There's always a challenge from it, but definitely the scheduling and the editing will probably be the biggest obstacle I ever faced from one of the videos.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to add? Just
follow your dreams. Focus on tomorrow. Have a good time, and yeah, just know that if you wanna freelance, if you wanna do any kind of videography, just go out there and shoot. Have some fun when you're doing it. Enjoy life, and you'll realize how much good things will come to you.
All right. I would like to thank you, Uriel, for being on the show.
Thank you, DJ.
I would like to thank everybody for tuning in, and I would like to remind you that this is Focus on Tomorrow. Focus on Tomorrow is a nonprofit located in Chicago, Illinois. You can find us on the web at www.focus-on-tomorrow.org, or you can email us at info@focus-on-tomorrow.org. Thank you all for tuning in the show. I'm DJ, and I'll see you next time.